Oh, howdy guys, how's it going? So today we are going to be looking at a webbing kit loadout that we're going to be taking and doing an overnight camp with very soon. Now this is some webbing you guys have seen before. It is the JayJay's Gen 4 webbing set. And then I have thrown on this here Tasmanian Tiger Tack Pouch 14, I do believe is the name of this pouch. Yeah, the Tack Pouch 14. It's a 10-liter edition, and this is going to be set up for temps ranging anywhere from the low 60s down to at night. It's going to be getting down to the low 40s whenever I plan on taking this out. So, you know, in terms of this being a winter slash fall type of gear loadout, you know, sometimes if you're going to be doing something colder, you'd have to take even warmer gear with you, and there's ways you could set this up, and we'll talk about that a little bit. But with all that said, let's just hop into it. Now there's a few things that right now I don't have on me that I will whenever I do that. One of those being JayJay's windproof smock. So I have a few small things in the pockets of that I always carry on my person, like my headlamps. Like there's no headlamp or anything. I'm not going to be going into my pocket carry, but I carry all my first aid stuff in my cargo pants and pockets, and I'll make sure to link to other videos. And then something else that I'll be carrying that isn't really necessary, it's just something that I love, that I've come to love to carry, and that is my canteen kit. It's just a lot easier to have this over my shoulder and drink out of this as opposed to fooling with the pouches, even though I will have easy access to the additional water. Plus, it's just a way to carry an extra liter of water. So anyways, we'll set that aside, and the canteen kit video is really good if you've not seen it. But we'll lay this out. With this JayJay's webbing set, this also has their Molly yoke here on the back, which is what is allowing us to attach this this Tack 14 pouch, which does, as I said, has a 10-liter capacity. I do not have anything in this front zipper pocket other than just the paper that was with it and some additional straps. But here on the sides of this, you have this elastic bungee cord, so you could actually take and put some additional things in here, like a windbreaker, or I have like a woody puffy jacket that I might take and run through these side elastic loops just to take advantage of that space. Because the thing that I'd initially planned on carrying this for my sleep system, I decided to opt out and use something else because I couldn't really fit comfortably, without being kind of a stupid looking setup, a good bivy bag that has the ability to close in with the bug netting, because right now with the temps fluctuating the way they are, we have a lot of just annoying insects that are starting to come out and crawl around. So anyways, opening up this pouch, there's only a few things in this backpack style compartment. Now you could also take and forego having a pouch like this and, you know, throw a small day pack on over this yoke, because it is a really nice slim profile. But having that Molly webbing, I wanted to utilize it, and this pouch is perfect for that. So here we have just a really nice, super thick pair of socks, way warmer than what we'll need for the temps that we'll be going out with for this first test run of this overall setup. Then here I have got two ReadyWise Pro meals. Really only need to bring one, but I mean there's enough in here to where you could have 2 or 3 days worth of food, no problem. For this one, we've got the pasta alla vodka with chicken, super good, and the pork chili verde. Had both of these, and they are winners. And then, yeah, the only other thing that is in this pouch is our primary sleep system component, and that is our Snug Pack jungle bag. Because going with this, the clothes that we have on us that we're wearing, you know, I've used this down into the temp rating that it suggests as the comfort lower limit, you know, going for like the mid 40s, and this thing, just to compress this small, that insulation works so well. Now after I get done with this video, I'm going to take it and uncompress this and store it away, just because I don't like having things compressed to compressed that much for any period of time if it doesn't have to be. But if you're not familiar with Snug Pack Jungle Bag, it has a zip-in bug net around the face area. So it serves two purposes. that I needed. Originally, I was going to take the Helicontex Swagman roll, and it is warmer, so if it got colder, it's also multifunctional and it's easier to wear. This we can unzip and put over shoulders, use as a blanket, but it's, you know, not as convenient to use in that fashion as the Swagman roll would be. But I just feel like overall this would be the best way to go. And then one thing that could even fit in this pouch by itself without that other stuff in here, I believe would be my Vertex Arizona bag, which could take us down to around freezing, and also has a zip-in bug net around the face. So that's just one thing to take into consideration. But yeah, this pouch has like internal organization, and I got 2 of these to be pouches that I use on the outsides or front of my other packs anytime I need additional organization or just storage expansion. So looking forward to playing around with that modularity in the future. But we'll just go ahead and stick this stuff back in there. And I mean, there's plenty of room in here to where, like I say, I can store a lot more food, or even take and move some of that around into some of these other pouches down here, and probably put like a puffy layer in this. Because if I was just going to be using this as something to go out for an extended day hike and just not want to make sure I had good gear with me, I could compress my Snug Pack Spearhead jacket and Parallax pants down into a dry bag and squeeze it into this, and then we already know that we can take that down into the low 20s without any issue. So that right there is our backpack pouch covered. So now we will focus on the webbing and what is in the pouches of this thing. So one thing that is still on here from the last time we looked at this is this CV knife. This one just fits the profile of that side molly right there really well, and this thing is just right there on my right side, easily accessible. So if I need to take it out, cut some cordage, you know, maybe just whack away some briars or something to get hung on my clothes, it's just a really nice position, size, and weight. And yes, I was just really happy with how well that fit that spot, because these pouches do all have molly webbing on the sides of them. But here, this is what I believe they refer to as your admin pouch. Here at the very top, I got some combat wipes. If you need to go number 2, biodegradable, all of that good old stuff. In here, this is a Tough Possum Gear pouch. On the outside, that is a Sun Company thermometer carabiner with a little button compass. And then in here, I just have a bunch of little odd and ends. I've got a really, really loud whistle. This one is the Rescue Me. Whoo, super loud. Got some banana bag hydration mixes. I've got a Sharpal knife sharpener. I think I actually got 2 knife sharpeners in this kit, so we'll change that out whenever I take the kit and put it back up. Here is my Dark Energy USB-C to USB-C charging cable, which covers my phone and my lights and anything else I would take with me. Then we just got a field notes notepad, a pen, some Afterbite bug bomb, because as I said, we are starting to get some bugs out here. Got a little lever gear thing that's just got ibuprofen in it. And then there, down in the bottom there is a little self-rolled thing of Gorilla Tape. So that right there is what's in that pouch. Then going in, we just got 3 more items. Here is our Dark Energy power bank that goes with our paracord. So this right here will cover my phone for a couple charges, because this is the 10,200 milliamp hour version. I think this will charge like 1.5 to like 1 3/4 time of my phone, and then we'll run a headlamp for who knows how long. And then here I have my large County Com signal mirror, just because it really fits the profile of that pouch just very, very well. And you know, while we're still in the leafless time of the year, if you needed to use it, you do get pretty good visibility to the sky. And then the other thing that was in there, this is just a divider that can go into your admin pouch. So there's still some room in this pouch. As you can see, whenever I put everything in here, slides in no problem. If I didn't have a smock and I was just kind of relying on this webbing as my complete carry system, I could even take and probably just lay my phone right there on the top and keep it turned over. Got that there. Then moving on over to the pouch beside that. The only thing in here is one of my titanium canteens, the same as is in my canteen carrier. Right now it is empty, but it's just right there off to my right, so it's pretty easy to get in and out. It does have a lift right there that corresponds with the canteen cup that this thing uses, but since I have my canteen cup in my actual canteen kit, not rocky, anything like that on this, cause that's no real need for that redundancy. Okay, moving on over to the next pouch. This is one where there is still a good bit of room to where if I wanted to put my meals into this, and if I do decide to do that, to take and store an extra layer of clothing into that back pouch there, I might do that. But I also have a 700 calorie range meal bar. I do have some new carnivore bars that I'll be swapping this out with, and I'll show you guys that in the overnighter, because we'll definitely enjoy one of those when we do that. This is the other knife sharpener that I had in there. This is also a Sharp Owl knife sharpener. I like this one because you have this leather strap on the handle, unlike the other one, but you know, that's a way to probably cut a little bit of weight. And then for shelter, I've got some really wimpy, cheap tent stakes in here. This is just for quick, easy, emergency style setup. And I mean, these work just fine with a poncho shelter to take and put these in your corners and then lay a log or some rocks on top. And unless it's really, really high wind or the dirt's just really loose, you'll be fine. Then got a hank of 750 paracord. I always forget the name of this brand, but it's 750, so you got even more internal strands. I do have one of the rope rollers on there, but then for our primary line for my poncho setup, I have a shorter piece of 550 paracord with a rope roller on there ready to go, because whenever I'm using a tarp shelter with a setup like this, I'm looking to, 90% of the time probably go with a plow point, so I just need one strand of cordage to take and tie off to a tree. That, and then just a few Clean Freak and wipes, so like the flushable ones, and then a body wipe to wipe down if you get sweaty. And that is everything in that pouch. Like I said, still plenty of room. I could take and stick my headlamp in that pouch if I wasn't going to be carrying that on my smock. It's like once you get into starting to try to pack this stuff properly and for like whatever you're specifically looking to do, like this is tactical gear, military gear, but we're using this as for recreational camping purposes. So this is in no way meant to be a tactical loadout. It's just really good gear that can serve multiple purposes. Right here in this pouch, all that is in here is our poncho, and this is a new poncho that I'll be taking out for the first time. It is a Miltech Phantom Leaf. The exact camo of this one is the one that's more green. You guys have seen, I got the BDU set in the Z2, I believe is the one that I have, and I believe this one is A3. But again, I have links to everything. But when I got this, like this one is a heavier poncho, and it seems to have like just a really durable, like some of the most durable fill and ripstop material of a poncho that I've used in a hot minute. But you just see that slides down that pocket perfectly like it was made for it. So we got that there. Moving on over, this is our last sustainment style pouch for quick and easy access. Here at the top, I've got one of our One Saber ground mats, which also doubles as a signal panel, but just a nice waterproof barrier and something that we can set down and lay your gear on, because it could be wet out and it could be fair weather. I just know that I roughly know the temperature range at the moment, but really solid piece of gear that I have been using and abusing quite a bit. Then down the bottom, this is also something from One Saber. It's one of your Mylar emergency bivvies. And we might be using this, incorporating this in a way that I've not done before. I have to see how big it is. Originally, I had planned on bringing one of these out and making a debris bed with it like we've done before. But I was really happy to find that right here in one of our magazine pouches, I was able to comfortably fit this Flex Tail sleeping pad. So we do have a pad to lay on, but we will need some type of ground. I want to have some type of ground covering. So like this might just be the ground sheet that we lay this mat on to help protect it. And then so we don't have to breathe into the bag. I was able to, you know, fit this Eaton Wolf pump down in the pocket with the bivvy and stuff. And our One Saber mat, I'll have to roll that up to get it to fit back properly. But yeah, I was really happy that this fit in this magazine pouch like that. And then once you fold that lip over, you can kind of bend the material down and the Velcro locks in just fine. Okay, then we have got our final pouch, and here is where we tripled up on our water. So we will have 3 liters of water on us, which, you know, if you're starting to take and transition this into a spring and summer setup, you know, I like to kind of, as much water as I can comfortably carry, I like to. All of our vessels are titanium. This is a Vulcan titanium, like Nalgene style bottle, and it fits this magazine pouch perfectly and goes down very securely. Okay guys, and there you go. That is the kit that we'll be using. The few items that I'll have in my smock that you didn't see in this video, I'll try to make sure and remember to specifically touch on them. But I'll be getting out and hitting the mountain and doing this, you know, this webbing kit overnighter very, very soon. Feel free to hit me up in the comments if you're seeing this before, you know, right when this video drops. There's a chance I might have already been out and done it, but if not, let me know your thoughts, your opinions, questions, things that you would do different. Again, this is not meant to be a like a tactical, like military setup, just using military gear and testing it in a different way. So but this could still be a really good, you know, scouting, the little like bug out short-term type of deal, because it's got all your bases covered, and then there's a couple, you know, elements you could interchange here or there. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. Please hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you've not already, share the channel with your friends, family, anybody that enjoys good outdoor activities and gear. Again, I will link to everything down in the video description. And until the next one, adios.